Hello everyone, and welcome to the 365 Days for the Elderly channel. Today we're sharing James's story, his struggle with a sudden loss of physical vitality, and how he found a way to bring joy back into his life at this stage. Stick around and watch the full video to learn more. Story: when your inner engine starts to stall. James Carter entered his 50s proud of his physical fitness. Every weekend, he would brave the early morning mist in shorts and a jersey, running along the shores of Puget Sound, the salty breeze against his face, his heart pounding with exhilaration. When his eldest son turned 12, they'd spend afternoons playing soccer in the park, their laughter echoing over the green grass. Each autumn, James and his friends would hike nearby hills, taking in the golden foliage and savoring that breathtaking sense of freedom. Just a few years ago, he could wake up at 5 a.m. and log 10 miles before sunrise. Breakfast was a bowl of warm oatmeal with chia seeds, fresh fruit, and a strong cup of coffee, his pure fuel for a demanding day ahead. He was proud that his body ran as smoothly as a high-performance sports car. But since turning 50, things began to shift from within, without warning. One morning, James sat up in bed, ready for his run, and found his eyes closing against his will. His muscles felt like lead, his joints as if weighted down. For the first time in his life, he felt sluggish. He pressed a hand to his chest and wondered, why am I winded after just a few steps? That deflating feeling stayed with him all day. On the way to the basement office, he paused on the stairs, taking deep breaths, just to remind himself he could still stand. In a client meeting, instead of his usual quick, confident responses, he found himself hesitating, his voice hoarse, his thoughts clouded. Concerned colleagues leaned in. "James, are you okay?" He nodded, but inside he was unsettled. His heart still ached for sunrise runs and weekend hikes, yet his body refused to answer the call. Evenings brought no relief. While sitting with his iced coffee and discussing vacation plans with his wife, he found himself too drained to stay engaged. All he wanted was to change into an old cozy sweater, flop onto the couch, and rest. James refused to chalk it up to old age. He still believed age was just a number. He dove into research on what might be going on inside his cells, and that's when he first came across the term mitochondria. These tiny cellular powerhouses produce the energy that fuels every activity. When they weaken and stop generating enough fuel, the body simply stalls. In sleepless nights, James lay awake asking himself, how many more miles can I run? Can I still play with my son the way I used to? Work pressures, family expectations, the fear of losing his edge weighed on him. And then, in a quiet moment, as streetlights filtered through his window, James made a vow. He would not let his inner engine shut down completely. He would find a way to refuel from within, so that his heart and body could beat together again, powering those dawn runs and playful soccer matches. And with that promise, James Carter's cellular energy revival journey began. Symptoms: running on empty, when small signs become alarms. James began noticing his body sending distress signals through seemingly ordinary but increasingly unmistakable symptoms. Chronic fatigue. Even after a full night's sleep, James felt as if he'd driven a cross-country road trip, his mind drifting in a fog. 2 cups of coffee jolted him awake, but the effect wore off by early afternoon. Sluggish recovery. After weekend runs or soccer games, he no longer felt invigorated. Instead, he suffered sore muscles for days. He once prided himself on bouncing back in 24 hours. Now each ache lingered far longer. Brain fog. That first haze arrived as forgetfulness, missing a candidate's name in an interview, mixing up meeting times, rereading the same emails repeatedly. In conversations, he'd pause just to gather his scattered thoughts, turning once fluid dialogue into a daily struggle. Weakened immunity. In past flu seasons, while coworkers fell ill, James stayed strong. This year, even a simple cold sidelined him. Minor cuts and scrapes from shaving or a stumble took longer to heal, signaling an overtaxed immune system. Low mood and lost enthusiasm. He laughed less and lost excitement for family outings. When his son asked, "Dad, want to play soccer?" James often replied, "I'm too tired, buddy." His self-esteem took a hit. He dreaded becoming a man whose heart still yearns but whose body can't keep up. Each of these red flags pointed to one root cause. His mitochondria, the cell's engine, couldn't produce enough energy for both body and mind. James knew that ignoring these warnings risked not only his athletic performance, but also precious moments with his family. was clear. He needed to refuel at the cellular level before his inner engine ground to a halt. Supportive product. Advanced mitochondrial refuel your mitochondria. Realizing that his mitochondria, the powerhouses of each cell, were gradually running empty, James decided to not only change his habits, but also find a powerful ally in his journey. That ally was advanced mitochondrial, a supplement designed to support the restoration and nourishment of the mitochondria. CoQ10, ubiquinol, and PQQ. These two industry leaders help activate the synthesis of new mitochondria, ensuring smoother energy production at the cellular level. Acetyl L-carnitine. This ingredient transports fatty acids directly into the mitochondria to burn energy instead of storing it as fat. Resveratrol and alpha-lipoic acid. Powerful antioxidants that protect the mitochondria from free radicals, one of the main causes of mitochondrial dysfunction over time. B-complex and grapeseed extract. Supports the nervous system and brain health, reducing brain fog by nourishing brain cells. Advanced mitochondrial contains no caffeine, no dependence, and is especially suitable for individuals over 50, those who feel fatigued after physical exertion or sluggish mentally despite getting enough sleep. For James, this supplement became a crucial step in reigniting his natural, sustained energy at the cellular level, setting him on the path to recovery and vitality. Results after using advanced mitochondrial: when energy returns. After 8 weeks of consistently using advanced mitochondrial, along with adjusted nutrition and exercise habits, James saw remarkable changes. Explosive energy every morning. The days of struggling to get out of bed were over. Now, James wakes up before his alarm, feeling his breath deep and ready for a 5-kilometer run along Puget Sound, something he once struggled with after just a few steps. Quick recovery and renewed excitement. Muscle soreness no longer lasts for days. After a good night's rest, he's ready to train again the next day. The joy of playing soccer with his son after work has fully returned. Clear mind, brain fog gone. In meetings, James now quickly absorbs information, responds sharply, and confidently presents his ideas. He remembers meeting schedules, passwords, and client names. No more fumbling for notes. Stronger immune system. The flu season passed without a single sick day. Small cuts heal faster, and he rarely experiences physical signals of stress or frustration. Vibrant mental health. James enjoys deeper sleep without waking in the middle of the night. When he wakes up, he feels mentally rejuvenated, ready for work, and eager to enjoy family time. Health metrics were just as impressive. VO2 max increased by 15%, body fat percentage decreased by 4%, cortisol levels, stress hormone, were more stable. Most importantly, James felt that his mitochondrial engine had been refueled, providing him with abundant energy and a sharp mind, allowing him to excel in every role, as a father, leader, and as himself. Lessons learned. Caring for mitochondria is caring for your life. James Carter's journey illustrates that when mitochondria, the energy factories of each cell, are properly nurtured, both the body and mind can be revitalized. Here are the key lessons from his experience. 1. Listen to your body's signals. Persistent fatigue, brain fog, and sluggish starts in the morning are not just signs of aging. They are signals that your mitochondria are exhausted and need support. 2. Nourish the building blocks. A diet rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, B vitamins, and specialized nutrients, like CoQ10, PQQ, ALA, not only nourishes cells, but also provides the fuel needed for mitochondria to function smoothly. 3. Incorporate smart exercise habits. HIIT, high-intensity interval training, and moderate strength training not only promote the creation of new mitochondria, but also boost metabolism and help maintain long-term endurance. 4. Quality sleep. Mitochondria require recovery time at night. Establishing a regular sleep routine, avoiding blue light, and minimizing stress before bed optimize cellular energy regeneration. 5. Support when needed. Products like advanced mitochondrial can play a role as an effective supplemental fuel when mitochondria are worn down over time. However, they work best when combined with a healthy lifestyle. When you take good care of your mitochondria, you are taking care of your entire life. By applying these principles, you can not only maintain your health, but also extend your healthy lifespan, keep your passion alive, and enjoy mental clarity to savor precious moments with family and loved ones. So, no matter your age, especially for men over 50, prioritize your mental and physical health. It's the key to a happy, healthy life. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more stories and tips to improve the well-being of the elderly.